construction. That's what everybody feels when they see new construction. They go, ooh.
And the model home that's all decorated and stuff.
It's all pretty.
Yes. Hey, it's Natasha Bazil with SoldByNet.com, associate broker, home selling, and new construction specialist in Georgia. And today I have a special guest. I have Michelle Owens here. Michelle, I'm gonna let you introduce yourself.
All right, hi, my name is Michelle Owens, and I'm with the Village Premier Collection in Stockbridge.
Yes, so I'm on her side of town today, guys.
She came all the way over here.
Over yonder.
She traveled.
Yeah. So yeah, let's tell them why I travel. So I travel because Michelle, well, let me tell you who Michelle is. Michelle, I'm not going to go to the backstory of how we got connected, but I mentioned her in this video. I'm gonna put it somewhere here. I mentioned you because I came out here for your home buyer seminar.
Yes, it
Home buyer seminar. So Michelle and I got connected and we just clicked and we like tag teamed some deals together.
So, you know, it's been over a year.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's been a blessing to me in my business, and I'm hoping I've been a blessing to her.
Oh, more than a blessing. A godsend.
So yeah, we're in Stockbridge today. You guys know I'm mostly do the Gwinnett County side, the Walton side, over that way. I have sold all over though. You know, I've sold in McDonough, I've sold
Griffin.
Yes, we tag team one in Griffin.
I think that was our first one, right?
Yeah, that was the first one that we did together. But why that's such a blessing is because in a previous market, it was easier to sell further because you could like schedule it for like, hey, let's go on the weekend, we can see property and do. In this market, you got to get them to see it right away.
Today.
Right. So it's like, you got to work smarter, right? So I'm like, all right, Michelle, you live on that side. You handle the showings, I do the paperwork, or how we figure it out. We just make things work. And there's some
pretty much.
I just refer to her for her to take care of them, and she does a great job at it. So yeah, we came down on her side of town today because I want to pick her brain.
She's gonna pick my brain.
I want to pick your brain.
I'm ready.
Yeah, because on the next side of things, prices keep going up and up and up. So I want to see, you know, should people consider
Henry County,
moving further out? Can they get more bang for their buck? She's the resident expert, so we're gonna pick her brain. So my first question, Michelle, can you tell us what areas do you work?
Yes, I do Henry County, Clayton County, Fayette County, Newton, Rockdale, some parts of Bibb, Jackson, all the way out to Macon.
Like how far is Macon from here?
From here, it's probably about 50 minutes to an hour. But I live in Locust Grove, so that cuts it down to probably like 30, 45 minutes, depending on what part of Macon that you're going to. But Macon it's really slept on, but I just had clients close the other day, and it's a beautiful town. You just gotta go to the right parts, but it's super affordable. You can still get a new build out there in the low twos.
Shut up. Yeah. Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Construction in Macon is in the low twos.
Okay. All right. How far is Locust Grove from here?
I am 20 minutes.
20 minutes. Okay. Got you.
Yep.
Wow. Well, I'm going back to the low twos. New construction, because if you call me looking in Gwinnett or surrounded, not new construction. If you check out this video that I did, like new construction under 400,000 in Gwinnett,
not gonna happen.
No. So you're gonna have to, people are moving further out to get more bang for their buck. Okay, Bibb, I don't know that I've even been to Bibb County. Okay.
Well, that's Macon. That's gonna be Macon.
Oh, Macon is in Bibb. Got you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right, so you do some traveling. Okay, so what clients, what areas do you specialize in?
So buying and selling residential property, of course. But right now I have been utilizing a lot of lease-to-purchase programs. A lot of my clients have been very successful using those programs.
I can tell you. I'll tell you now. So check out this video that I did with a past client that purchased her home back from Home Partners.
Ooh.
Yes.
How did that work?
Yeah.
She did it.
She did it.
Nice.
She did it. She did what the program was intended for her to do.
That's very important.
Right. So I'm sure we're in agreement here. Like, if somebody is looking at lease purchase, we're always going to tell you, look at buying outright first.
Yes.
But for some people, for various reasons, they can't go that way right now.
Yep.
So they'll look at lease purchase, and then we'll tell them, hey, it's better to buy that home back sooner rather than later.
That's advice that you can give. I
Yeah.
always tell my clients, get in and get out, because the longer you stay in, the more it's going to cost you to purchase that house back from them. So always make sure you have a 1 to 2 year plan to get your stuff together, buy the home, make your moves.
Yeah, that's great advice. She bought it back in year 1.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they work. They work. So
They definitely work,
Yeah.
but you gotta know how to work it.
Right.
Okay, so don't let it work you. You work it.
That's a gem.
Yeah.
Oh, and then also that the same client that I referred to you two, that I referred you for lease purchase, looking in Macon. She mentioned that she was a signing agent. And yeah, it was not.
They did not work
contact.
out, yeah.
It was not. She was just not confident, and that happens. Not everybody does not know about lease purchase and how to go about it and the ins and outs and all of that. So
That was somebody else you recommended to me. She came pre-approved through Home Partners, but the person that she was assigned to, they did not meet her needs, you know. And we came in and she was under contract in a month, and she just moved into her house April 21st.
Okay.
She just moved in, so, you know, some people, it just works, you know, and I have the time. If I say I'm available, I'm available. You know, if I say I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it, you know.
rather than do you a disservice and I don't have the time for you, I'd rather refer you to somebody that I know has the time for you and that's gonna take care of you. So it's not that I don't wanna work with you, it's just that you need somebody that's gonna have that time for you. And I've mentioned in other videos, check them out here. Lease purchase does require additional legwork on our end.
It's just not as simple as here's a house, I want to go see it. So we literally have to run it through a number of avenues before it's even possible to go see it. We have to make sure that it's approved by the program. We have to make sure that you can afford it, because you have a budget, a monthly budget, and you also have a house budget. So we have to make sure that this meets your criteria, because while it may look pretty on paper, you can't have it, you know. And then I just had one where we saw the house, it was approved, it was in her budget, we submitted an offer, and they decided they didn't want to go forward. And it was because half the house was run on HVAC, and they had an additional basement unit in the house. They had like those air conditioner units like you see in the hotel. They had 2 of those down there, and because of those 2 units down there, Home Partner said no. The whole house will have to be.
So you went through all that legwork for them. Yeah, and I've spoken about that in previous videos. I had one lady like, we kept submitting house after house after house, and they kept saying no. And I got frustrated. I'm like, tell me all the criteria up front before I go out here doing all this legwork. So just know there is additional legwork, and I don't think everybody understands that. So have grace. Have grace.
And patience. You gotta have the patience.
Yeah. What if somebody contacts you and says, you know, I need to get into a lease purchase, because right now we're in May. If they say, like, what's the minimum amount of time that they need to contact you? Like 30 days?
I would say at least 45 days.
At least
45 days, because anything can happen. Yes, you can get into it and close in 2-3 weeks, but realistically speaking, in real estate, there are some, you know, unforeseen circumstances that can, you know, challenge that. So whether it's the inspection, or even on the seller's part, you know, they may not be ready to move yet. They may need that extra time. So we have to consider that. I would say at least 45 days to get you into your home.
And another thing, I don't know if I told you this, but I had a transaction going through. I was on the seller side of it. Home Partners was gonna purchase it. And as far as we knew, everything was cool with the HOA as far as renting. This HOA waited to the last minute to decide to enforce some rules that really wasn't in place, because just know. The HOA has to be in line. That's another thing we got to check.
And we have to check the HOA to make sure that there are no renter restrictions.
Right. And some agents will put there's no rental restrictions, but what do the covenants and restrictions say?
Yeah.
It's additional checks that have to go in.
It's very rare that the listing agent actually skims through the 300-page covenants to see if there is an HOA rental restriction.
Right.
Some of them just know based on the fact that there are other rentals in the area, but that means nothing because some HOAs allow rentals, but then they have a cap. So they're like, hey, out of 100 houses, only 10 or 15 of these can be rentals, and we're at the max now. So no.
Yeah. And the crazy thing with this one was, we knew there was rentals. Like knew there were rentals in there. And there were corporate buyers that rented out the property. So it should have passed. But the HOA was like, well, no, in these covenants it says such and such. I'm like, so what the covenant's saying, what you guys are doing are two totally different things. But with home partners, the HOA has to complete a document.
They do.
And if the HOA does not complete that document, you know what happened? The whole deal tanked. Would you say that there is one lease purchase company to go towards over another?
Oh, definitely.
Really? I got a different answer. Okay, wait, no. Okay.
No. I will tell you this, and again, some of the best advice I give to my clients is always, I will suggest 3 or 4 of them for you, is to read. Okay, because you may meet the criteria for one, but you may not meet the criteria for another. Okay, that's 1. 2, you have to read all of their fines and fees that they're going to charge you, including the buyback fee, what you're going to need to move in, down payment. Some of them charge you, so like Divvy, for example, the rent between Divvy and Home Partners for this one house is $2,500. But Divvy's going to charge you $28. Well, that $300 goes into a mandatory savings account. Okay, but that savings account, that money is yours. You get the ability to use that money for your down payment on your house, or you can take it and move somewhere else with it. But it's mandatory. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. They do have different ones, but the rents for Divvy tend to be a little bit higher. So can you afford the $2,800 a month is the question. I generally tend to lean towards Home Partners because of the process is smooth, simple, easy, fast, quick.
Okay.
But the HOA company, you got a problem. But other than that, it's a smooth process, and that's not the case with every lease to purchase program.
Yeah, we're gonna come back there. But the other thing with Home Partners and Divvy, Home Partners it's restrictive on area. Divvy not so much.
Not so much.
Yeah. So if you're looking in a particular area, that may be a factor that comes into play. All right. Well, which program do you need to go with? Which program is going to allow you to be in that area?
Yeah.
So my answer to that is it depends on what your goal is. Like what's your goal and what you're going to qualify for is going to be the answer on which program you go to.
Yep.
So there was a video that I did with my our friend Alicia, and I'll put it here. And we talked about pathway homes.
Pathways.
Have you closed any pathways?
I have not. I had a qualified buyer with them, but Pathways does not purchase homes that are on a septic tank.
And in that video, I was like, listen, y'all gonna have to update this because we're in Georgia. So I was surprised to hear that they still have not updated this.
They have not yet.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and say this really point blank. I'm hearing this process.
Get with the program Pathways.
Yeah, y'all got to get on the ball with Pathway. Yeah. So it's for the renter, the person that's gonna lease purchase. For you guys, it's good. What the agents got to do to get through with this program, I'm good.
No,
I'm good. Trio is another good program, but if they still had we need 45 days to close in the market that's really competitive, I'm good on that.
That's one of the pluses of using the lease to purchase program is that it's a cash deal. So cash deals, you skip the whole financial contingency part and go straight to closing. Aside from the inspection, which usually comes out within 5 days of your offer being accepted. So other than that, it's just a matter of are there repairs that need to be happening after the inspection, what are they requesting, but that's the beauty of it. And so when you take that away, that it kind of lessens the deal, because they're like, well, if we're going to wait that long, then we might as well go with a traditional loan.
Based on your experience,
I don't have anything good to say.
Yeah.
I would like to, I would like to.
And I want to say, things happen. Everyone I'm just not willing to take that chance.
I would never again.
I'm just not willing to take that chance. So you do your research.
Yes.
And if you find an agent that's going to take you on, by all means, you go right
Won't
ahead.
be me though. Won't be her.
No. Nope. All right, we're going to switch gears. We are going to talk about new construction. Oh, yeah, do that. Woo-hoo, yeah. Okay, new construction. I love new construction. That's my lane.
She's the new construction guru. That's her thing.
Love new construction. That's actually the client that we're down here for today is under contract for new construction. Yeah. And I'm going to say this right here. Some builders are better than others. Some on-site agents communicate better than others. So yeah, just keep that in mind. And I say that to say because we are coming down here. The buyers come in town. And we're going to go ahead and meet with this builder because how long has it been that we're waiting to hear back on this pre-inspection?
He's been on vacation for 3 weeks.
Ma'am, sir, ma'am. Nobody goes on vacation
in the middle of
for that long. Nobody.
No.
So we are coming in person.
Yeah.
Get things done today. Yes. So that's why we're here. We're going to new construction. So new construction, that's exciting. New construction under 400,000, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Kind of. So.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Explain that. So, what areas? What are we looking at?
The average in Henry County right now is starting at about 300. Keyword starting at $370,000. That's what the average is right now. But if you drive around Henry County, it's kind of hard to go anywhere without seeing new construction being built. Just right down the street from us right now, they're building. I was just like, I haven't been over there in a while, but wow, they tore down all the trees, and we got new townhouses coming up. It's hard to drive a 5-mile radius without seeing the new construction going on in Henry County. I think right now we got about 745 homes incoming. So starting at 370.
Starting. That is the key factor. Starting means absolute base price. You get nothing. No, not even nothing. I'm not gonna say it depends on the builder what's gonna come standard, but that's before you add in
the premium.
The lot premium.
Lot premiums.
Because everyone comes with the lot premium depending on what lot you pick.
Yep.
Any upgrades that you want. So just know, it has to match. I talk to people and they're like, well, I want to be in the top rated school district. I want to be able to choose. I want these upgrades, but then I want to be at this price point. That don't match. We have to get it to match. So, yeah.
And then you go into these model homes and you're like, well, I want this. And they like, yeah, but that's a $1,500 upgrade for that.
Yeah, because they are souped up. The model homes are souped up.
Yep.
And we're actually going to go into the model home when we go out to this property. So.
And then keep in mind too, though, when you're riding past a new construction subdivision and you see the sign that says, starting in the low threes. New construction every 4 to 5 homes?
Yeah, depending on the builder. I've heard some that have every 3 homes, and then some every 5 homes. After those that they sell, they raise the price.
They raise the price. So today's price doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be the same price tomorrow.
Right.
And how much they go up is based on however much they want to raise it. But it could a couple $1,000s every 3 to 4 homes they go up.
Right.
So.
Right. Okay. If I see that home starting at such and such, just know that was when they first started.
That's when they very first
put that house in
started.
there. So the more phases they add, the price has continued.
So if you're riding by and you see a whole lot of houses, just know that was a couple $1,000s ago.
Very much so. Speaking of that, if you're riding by and you're like, I want to buy new construction, what should you do?
What should you do?
Car. That's a great answer. But you definitely need to have an agent.
Definitely.
You definitely want to have an agent. You can still go in there and look and get information, but you want to let them know. They ask, do you have an agent? Yes. Even if you don't have one yet, say you have an agent. Y'all are leaving money on the table and being unrepresented because the builder's paying. Most of the time, the builder is paying. If not all, the majority of your agent's commission, right? I'm gonna say the builder's always gonna pay something towards your agent's commission.
Right.
So, and that's representing you. The on-site agent doesn't represent you. They represent the builder.
They represent the builder. The contract that they give you is for the builder. They have their own contracts. Realtors, we have GAR forms, but builders actually have their own contracts that are made to protect them, to benefit them.
Yes.
You know, so why not have an agent, an advocate on your side to protect you?
And just like the client that we're going with today, she's relocating from out of town. Like, she doesn't have time, and she's selling her home there, and she's ending that job, starting a new job, coming back and forth for training. She doesn't have time to keep up on the progress of her home. So that's why she has
Me.
us in this.
We go over there.
Yes.
We video. We film.
You do calls with her?
I do calls with her. I FaceTime with her. I take photos, and she has a running record. And you know, honestly, when I was over there, because I brought new construction, but when I brought, everything was already done. You know, we literally just moved in. But I love the fact that she's in that position, because it's sometimes I'm hanging stuff in my house. And I wish that I would have some pictures to go back on, you know, because I know where, you know, studs are and everything is. So she literally has a frame by frame of every room in her house that she can go back to and look, you know, in the inside when you need to. Because
right? Yeah. Oh, man. See why you need good people in your life. Okay, so we're gonna wrap up. Thank you, Michelle.
Thank you for having me.
You are so welcome. So Michelle's info is going to be down below, because this was also getting Michelle comfortable with being on camera.
Which I was not.
You did a great job.
It wasn't bad though.
No.
I felt, you know,
You just got to do it.
you just gotta do
You
it.
just got to do it. And really, you're talking to yourself.
Pretty much.
Pretty much. We're talking to each other. You're talking to yourself. How's your YouTube channel going?
So yeah.
Okay.
So here's my YouTube channel content, which is going to be created, and I have so much help from over here with my friend Allie, who's going to help me.
Yeah, Allie's sitting over there. Say hi, Allie. Hey, y'all.
So the YouTube channel is coming. It's just a matter of me getting over my fears of not doing it correctly. So I know the first one is the hardest, and I just have to do it. So
yes, and keep doing it.
And I'm actually ready now. Like, I'm ready. Like, I have all the things that I need, that I wanted, you know, to set up and everything. So
get out of your head.
Just get out of there, because that is a bad place.
The battlefield be up there.
Up there is a lot of self-doubt, and you don't need to be surrounding that, you know.
Just gotta get on, press record.
So we're gonna do mixing it up with Michelle, where we mix up cocktails and real estate tips in it.
I had her cocktails during the live. You watched the live.
Yes.
And she gave me some in my purse.
Yes.
But yes.
So these are our rum punches, but these are travel kits. They are TSA friendly. You can't get to through the airport and on the plane with these, because these are 2-ounce bottles.
Well, did you think of everything?
I did.
Okay.
So they're good for your girls' trip, your boys' trip, anything you want to do customizable, you know, contents and labels are customizable. If you're having a party at home, wedding.
Okay, so you're gonna be mixing it up and making cocktails and talking about real estate.
And talking about real estate, yes.
So when can we expect to see a video from you? Because I'm gonna put your channel down there. So when people go there and they're like, well, Michelle still didn't put out a video. And I'm like, Michelle, where's your video? So when is your video?
All right, so I'll do it this weekend. Challenge accepted. Yes.
Allie's a witness. Y'all are now witness that by the time this video goes up, Michelle should have a video.
You guys are going to be the first ones to see mixing it up with Michelle. So, woo-hoo.
Yes. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in today. If you have any questions, leave them down below. We will do our best to answer them.
Yep.
Contact information will be down below. Yeah.
So, new construction, lease to purchase. We got you.
Yes. We will
get you in your home.
Yes, we'll between us figure it out. And sellers, man, we handle it.
We do. We are ready for the sellers.
So yeah, guys, please go ahead and subscribe. Also subscribe to Michelle's channel. Give her that
Mixing it up with Michelle.
Yes. Be sure to like this video. It's free and it helps us. Right? All right, guys. Have a positive, peaceful, and productive day.
Thank you.
It wasn't recording.
Oh, you must have stopped it.
Did I? Have a positive, peaceful, and productive